Donald Trump ran away from Washington, D.C. today to take another vacation at Mar-a-Lago to play golf on the taxpayer dime. While on Air Force One, Donald Trump pulled out a golden $5 million bill and said this is a Trump gold card that we will be selling to oligarchs and people who want to buy citizenship. This is what Trump was doing after crashing the markets today, one of the worst crashes in American history. Here, play this clip.
I haven't seen you in a while. $5 million. For $5 million, this could be yours. That was the first of the cards. And then, you know what that card is?
Gold card.
It's the gold card. The Trump card, gold card.
Who's the first buyer?
Me.
Who's the second?
I don't know, but I'm the first buyer. It'll be out in about less than 2 weeks, probably.
And just so you can see that Donald Trump previously said that he would be selling these Trump gold cards to Russian oligarchs. This is just from a few weeks back where he confirmed his intention to sell these to oligarchs in Russia. Play this clip.
Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people. It's possible.
Going back to Donald Trump's trip back to Florida, Mar-a-Lago, where he will be golfing again. Here he is on Air Force One being asked about additional facts that we're learning about all these war plans on Signal and Gmail that his Defense Department and national security advisors are engaged in. Donald Trump responds to the reporter, "Do not ever ask me about this again." Play this clip.
When did that happen? On Pete Hegseth and this IG investigation, do you want to weigh in on that?
What is it?
There's an IG investigation into the Secretary of Defense's use of the Signal app.
Oh, is that, you're bringing that up again? Don't bring that up again. Your editors probably. That's such a wasted story. So what else?
Chinese farmland.
Do not ever ask me about this again. No offense to babies. I mean, Donald Trump is a little petulant baby. And again, no offense to petulant babies. Donald Trump is then asked when the last time he spoke with President Xi Jinping of China is. And then Donald Trump says, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Listen to what Trump says here. Play this clip.
It's been an issue for years. People have talked about it for years. But I have a lot of respect for China and I have a lot of respect for President Xi.
When's the last time you talked to President Xi?
I speak to him. Doesn't matter when, but I speak to him.
Have you talked to Zelensky recently?
Not too long ago, yeah.
Also, we learned that Donald Trump had been meeting with Laura Loomer in the White House when he announced his tariffs against the world. Laura Loomer, a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. Laura Loomer is someone who said that if Vice President Kamala Harris were to have won the election, it would make the White House smell like curry. She says hateful, ugly, disgusting things. I don't even want to repeat a lot of the things that she said, but Donald Trump here on Air Force One said that, yes, he takes advice and guidance from Laura Loomer, including who to hire and who to fire. Play this clip.
Not seen. Also,
Can you tell us a little bit about your meeting with Laura Loomer and Mike Waltz today and how that came about?
So Laura Loomer is a very good patriot. She is a very strong person. And I saw her yesterday for a little while. She makes recommendations of things and people. And sometimes I listen to those recommendations like I do with everybody. I listen to everybody and then I make a decision. But I saw her yesterday. She was at the ceremony. And she'll always have something to say, usually very constructive.
What did she recommend?
She recommended certain people for jobs.
Adding to the administration, not
Adding.
Who did
but
she
not
recommend?
firing.
Well, she'll recommend that too. But yesterday she recommended some people for jobs.
Did she have anything to do with the NSC aides who were ousted?
No, not at all.
Do you know how many, sir? Do you know how many from the NSC?
Not many.
Was it 5, a dozen?
I really don't know.
Who does Loomer want?
There were a couple that I know.
Who did Laura recommend hiring?
Well, I don't want to say that, but she's recommended some good people over the years. She's been in the party a long time. She's done a good job.
Do you trust?
Now, we also learn that Donald Trump did in fact fire 3 individuals working for the National Security Council after Laura Loomer met with Donald Trump. In otherwise normal times, it would be pretty shocking and probably disqualifying. No, not probably. It would be disqualifying to just say that. But in the Trump regime, this is just another story in the mounting chaos and catastrophe and cataclysm that this regime brings. Donald Trump is asked about Elon Musk. Will Doge continue to destroy the government and destroy the federal workers after Elon leaves? Trump says yes. Play this clip.
Even when Elon leaves and goes back to being CEO, will Doge stick around in some kind of capacity?
Yeah, it'll still Doge itself. Yeah, at
What
some
does that look
point.
like?
Just so you understand, I don't want to get it wrong. I want Elon to stay as long as possible. Number 1, I like him. Number 2, he's doing a great job. Number 3, he is a patriot. That's why he's doing this. And he's, it's very costly for him. But, so I want him to stay as long as possible. But there'll be a point where he's going to have to leave. And when he does, the secretaries will take totally over. And Doge will stay active. We have a lot of smart people. A lot of those people, I believe, are going to go into the agencies. And
Donald Trump is asked about, well, why did these National Security Council staffers get fired? Why were they let go? Why are you firing people? And here's what Donald Trump says.
Sir, can I ask you about the NSC? How many staffers were let go and why? Your National Security Council, how many staffers were let go?
There were some. Always we're going to let go of people that we don't like, or people that we don't think can do the job, or people that may have loyalties to somebody else. You'll always have that.
Really, Donald Trump questioning their loyalty. Really, Donald, you're questioning their loyalty with everything that you and Hegseth and Mike Walls and your regime of deplorable individuals have done. That's what you're doing. Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. Your data is a commodity. Anyone on the web can buy your private details. This can lead to identity theft, phishing attempts, and harassment. But now you can protect your privacy with Delete Me. Now, as someone who, let's just say, has a pretty active presence online and on the internet, it is really important to me that I protect my data. You can imagine all of the attacks that we would otherwise get. So, if I trust it, I hope you trust it as well. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now at a special discount for our listeners. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to join deleteme.com/Meidas and use promo code Meidas at checkout. That's MEIDAS. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/Meidas and enter the code Meidas at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/Meidas. Use the code Meidas. Joindeleteme.com/Meidas, code Meidas. Thanks, Delete Me. Donald Trump then asked about the market crash taking place today, and Trump's response was, yeah, we expected the market crash. That's to be expected. Here, play this clip.
You ready for some questions?
Anybody want to buy one? Okay, let's go.
First, we'd love to get your reaction, sir, to what's going on in the financial markets today.
Well, I mean, it's to be expected. This is a patient that was very sick. We really inherited a terrible economy, as you know, with a lot of problems, including loss of manufacturing and plants closed up all over the country. You know, we've lost 90,000 plants since NAFTA, if you think of that. 90,000. It's not even believable. And about 6 million jobs. And so it was a sick patient. It went through an operation on Liberation Day. And it's going to be a booming country, a very booming country. It's going to be amazing, actually. And we see it because we have trillions of dollars committed to come in, trillions.
Well, Interesting, Donald Trump so cavalier about it as well. Also, as we previously had reported in Donald Trump's post earlier in the day, where Donald Trump said the following: while the markets were crashing, 1,600 points with the Dow, 4-5% down the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ, Trump goes this is all in caps. The operation is over, exclamation point. The patient lived and is healing. The prognosis is that the patient will be far stronger, bigger, better, and more resilient than ever before. Make America great again. That also, as we learned, that Donald Trump literally applied tariffs to an island near Antarctica with no human inhabitants that is just comprised of penguins. Yes, Donald Trump tariffed penguins. He gave the Taliban an exemption to the tariff formula that he hit Europe and our other allies with. Yes, and Donald Trump also tariffed a United States military base. Donald Trump is asked more questions. Let me show you this too, as Donald Trump said that this was to be expected, and he said that we inherited a terrible economy. We did not, as we've always pointed out before, and as Gillette points out here, unemployment was 4.1%, the lowest in 50 years. He inherited that. GDP growth was 2.4%. Inflation was under 3%, headed to 2%. We had the number one economy in the world under former President Biden, 16.2 million jobs created, 40,000 infrastructure projects going up. GDP was leading the world, unemployment down, job growth hitting records. Donald Trump is then asked about people losing their 401ks and life savings. Here's what Donald Trump says. Play this clip.
Yes, we have a very good dialogue, and I think he was very happy about how we treated them with tariffs.
Sir, there are a lot of people who were upset about how the Daily Mail. A lot of people were upset today about how their 401ks were doing. Do you have investments? Will you look at
I think our markets are going to boom. We've got to give it a little chance. But we're taking in jobs, and we're taking in industry, and we're taking in trillions of dollars. I think our markets are going to boom. We've got to give it a little bit of time. But they've already started construction on numerous plants. Soon it'll be many, many plants all over the country. They're going, and so you got to give that a little time. I haven't checked my 401k. Thank you very much.
Donald Trump is then asked if he hopes to do deals with the countries, and Donald Trump gives a bunch of gibberish word salad. Let's play it.
And it's going to make our country very rich.
Are you open to deals with these countries if they're calling you?
Well, it depends. If somebody said that we're going to give you something that's so phenomenal, as long as they're giving us something that's good. For instance, with TikTok as an example, we have a situation with TikTok where China will probably say, we'll approve a deal, but will you do something on the tariff? The tariffs give us great power to negotiate. Always have. I've used them very well in the first administration, as you saw, but now we're taking it to a whole new level because it's a worldwide situation, and it's very exciting to see. And what it's done is driven a lot of great companies to our country, and you're going to see construction starting all over. I already got a couple of calls from Lee Zeldin from Environmental. He's got some big plans to approve. Like really big plans.
Donald Trump then talks about how China may want to give him a call now to try to cut a deal on TikTok. This is what this maniac is talking about. Let's play it.
On your earlier comment about TikTok, you said that the Chinese might be willing to agree to approve that sale in exchange for tariff relief. Is that something that you floated to them or you've heard from them? Or
no, I'm just using that as an example.
Okay.
Let's say we had a problem with TikTok, and let's say China wasn't going to approve, we could use tariffs in order to get it approved.
The deadline is
you give them something in return.
What's the update on the deal negotiations for TikTok?
We're very close to a deal with a very good group of people for TikTok.
Larry Ellison, or is it multiple investors? Just
multiple.
And then did the last minute bids kind of throw things into disarray for you, or do you have your strategy completely locked up on who's going to?
Which last minute?
On acquiring TikTok.
No, I think that China maybe will call and say, well, we're upset with the tariffs, and maybe they want to get something a little bit in order to get Tik Tok approved. Who knows?
Is there plans underway to
That's-
speak to Xi?
I have no knowledge of that, but that's the kind of thing.
On Israel, can you give us any?
Trump then attacks Europe, which got some of the harshest treatment by Donald Trump on these tariffs against the world. Let's play it.
And you're losing 2,000, 3,000 sometimes a week. So we're spearheading the drive to get it done. Europe has not been successful in dealing with President Putin, but I think I will be successful.
Sir, can I ask
Donald Trump is asked how long it will take to get manufacturing here, and Trump says it will be at least a 2-year process. First off, it's going to take longer than that, Donald, but that's kind of the problem here, that you've now created such uncertainty in the marketplace. Are you going to take the tariffs away? Are you not going to take the tariffs away? No one knows what to do. We're seeing factories engage in mass layoffs right now. We're set for another crash likely tomorrow of the economy. Play this clip.
Like really, Mr. President.
How long will it take to get American manufacturing to where you would like to see it?
Well, let's say it's a 2-year process. They start a plant, and they're big plants. We're giving them approval to also, in many cases, to build the electric facility with it. So you have electric generation and the plant, and they're big plants. Now, the good news is a lot of money for them, and they can build them fast, but they're still very big plants. So I'd always say it would take 1.5 to 2 years.
Mr. President.
And there you have it, folks. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. I wanted to share with you what went down. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers, and thank you for watching.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.meidastouch.com. All 100% USA Union made.